Hi.
Hi. Hello.
Hello.
You can always tell who hits the record button by who says hi first.
But sometimes I still wait. I was like, wait a second. Like, we're professionals. I was wait. Because I pushed record and all of a sudden it's like loading and then it like jumped to like 15 seconds. I was like, oh shit, what the fuck's happening?
StreamYard's just having like all kinds of issues tonight. So
it is not
no
our
idea.
No, it's not. Jessica, what are you drinking tonight?
Oh, getting right into it. I am drinking a Blue Moon Belgian White. I am not drinking any hard liquor for the next time just because in Ontario all of our liquor stores are on strike and solidarity, brother. So
yeah, pay good wages
and don't sell off government stuff to private corporations that won't use the taxes for our stuff.
Yeah, that's the whole reason LCBO is like the taxes go to several things, including our healthcare.
Yeah, and like a lot of people think like if the like alcohol goes into like private corporations, it'll be cheaper. It won't. They'll actually charge you probably more, but none of the taxes are going like to the governments. I mean, less taxes going to the governments. So
yeah, which is trickle down effect when it comes to social services means less. Yeah.
Sonia, what are you drinking tonight?
Coffee.
Woo! Party.
I've been we've had like a heat thing going on like this last week, and it's like so damp that my lungs are starting to feel like they're gross. Like I'm walking around in swamp. Like I'm just like swimming.
Slowly drowning.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I was like, oh my God, this is like pneumonia. That's what it feels like, but it's not. It's the air. I'm just breathing in wet air. So I'm like, oh man, it's just hot drinks for me for the next forever.
Fair.
So it's done. Yeah. And Dominique. Nice.
A Social Light vodka. So I'm going through my stash because I have a stash of alcohol from before because I don't drink often. So
from the before.
It just accumulates and then but I'm still drinking the good stuff before I hit that gross case I still have too.
You have it hiding in the back.
Beside me. Okay. It's haunting me right now. But that'll be my last resort. Hopefully the LCBO opens by then so I don't have to touch it.
Hopefully.
Fucking
Doug Ford is digging his
I blame him for my shit tasting alcohol. Fuck you, Uncle Douglas.
That's the worst part is Doug Ford literally makes it harder for parents with like disabled or special needs kids. And then also makes it harder to get alcohol. It's like, fuck you, Doug Ford.
Yeah,
one or the other.
Give. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Oh. Dawn, your gross case? You should save it for when your kid turns 18 and be like, here. And maybe it'll be so gross that.
You don't think that he already
Oh, he probably is. Obviously,
I've cleaned his room. Well, no, I've taken his trash out. And do you know the empty Smirnoff bottles I've caught in there? Yeah, no. If the kid's smoking weed, he's drinking too. I'm not stupid.
It could just be a reused present, like regifting. If you go back to our regifting episode,
alcohol you don't like.
Yeah, that's the perfect. I think we did a recipe in one of our newsletters, which should be starting up soon, August. I got
on our Patreon.
On our Patreon, but I do post the recipe the week after. And one of them was using regifted wine, to make something. I forget. It was I don't know what it was. It was good. I'm sure. It was
sangria.
It was always sangria.
Sangria.
Yeah.
It was regifted wine.
Oh my God. Everything's sangria. Let me, I'm supposed to do this.
Yeah. What are we talking about today? Actually, while you're pulling that up, I will let our listeners know. So I have a music blog. And that music blog just released its first kind of supplementary podcast that's planning on going along with the blog. So if you go to whatsherfacemusic.com or search What's Her Face a music blog, music podcast, wherever you get your podcasts, it should pop up. And our first interview is with someone that's been a guest on Opinionated Lushes, The Rough Go. So I'll leave those links in the description, and I'm gonna play while the wheel's spinning my trailer right here. Are you looking for new music for your playlist? Want to hear exclusive interviews with indie artists? Looking for tips from managers and other players in the music biz? Make sure to check out the What's Her Face podcast, a weekly podcast that follows the music blog www.whatsherfacemusic.com. Are you an indie artist or music manager looking to get your artist heard? Feel free to send an email to Jessica_Megan, MEAGHAN, at hotmail.com, or go onto the website and fill out the form under the contact tab. I'm excited to share all my new music discoveries with you.
Millennials, what is the most middle-aged thing you caught yourself doing recently?
That's us.
That is us. That is us. Oh my god.
Okay.
Some of us are the elder millennials.
Okay. This is a quick off the top of my head middle-aged thing I've done recently. On our just recorded pre-drinks Patreon special, we argued about terms like custard and talked about in depth the bread making process and appliances and counter space.
Yeah,
so,
design, that's very.
So I feel like that was a pretty middle-aged conversation to have.
Yeah, you're you're older when a lot of your topics are the conveniences of your life. What are you adding to your life to make it more convenient?
As soon as you talk about kitchen appliances, I'm pretty sure you're middle-aged. That's all I care about now.
Fucking midlife crisis. I need more appliances.
Wait, and class wanted to have an air fryer. You're you have an air. You should get an air fryer.
And there's a new cordless vacuum. Everyone has it. I need it. It's the vacuum with a mop on too.
Yes, I have one of those, a vacuum mop thing, but it has a cord on it. No, but I saw the cordless one. I know. I'm
listen, Dyson came out with it first, but now there's other companies that are duplicating it, and there was one on Amazon for only $112.
Ooh, I need to wait.
I need the link.
Yeah.
I will show you guys. It's purple and gray, by the way. Just
I definitely need the link.
I will send it to you. And you hang it on the wall.
Yes, to charge. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's on the floor. Yeah.
I know, but like the perfect man.
Yeah, you hang them up.
Listen, I own 2 vacuums, and one's for pet odor and all that stuff, right? Because we had Mater. And so David spent a pretty penny on it. It's the bristle one. And so he won't buy me a new vacuum. And I'm sad.
Tell him
buy it for me.
I feel like you could have earned that money on Foot Finder by now.
Nobody wants to buy them.
$112? If you were marketing it well enough, I feel like by now.
I'm not marketing anything. I just post it. I'm whatever happens. No.
No, you gotta work it, right? You gotta earn that shit.
Market it.
Pull yourself by the bootstraps.
Oh my god.
Oh, I can't afford boots. That's boomer. That is boomer. Millennials let's go play Pokemon. That's millennial.
No, we complain about everything. That's all we do. We bitch about how life is shit. That's what millennials do.
Yeah, because crazy. It is. That's a factual statement.
We're raised on trying to fix the planet. All of our life lessons, we're trying to fix the planet and how to help your fellow man. And you get to a certain age, you're realize none of that's happening.
Yeah.
So you're
everything they told you was a lie. I was oh, you go to college, you get a good job. Oh, you get married and have kids and you do all that. And then it was
did all that.
If I married my son's father, my life would have been over. So thank God I didn't do what was expected of me. I went to school. I don't use that degree.
Me neither.
Like, we are the most like overeducated generation. like per capita, we have the most like college degrees, university
debt.
Like, and student debt, because our costs to go to school is like 10 times as much as it was back in the 70s and 80s.
Yeah.
So,
well, like, technically they didn't lie. It just didn't work out that way. Like, it changed.
but, like, it did change, but also it was their generation changing it.
Yeah.
They still did blame.
Yeah, it's their fault. False hopes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just like, what is that called? The wool? Well, I don't know what it's called. They're like, oh, when you take the thing out from under you, like
pull the cloth out from under you.
Yeah, something like that.
Because I think it's supposed to be like the tablecloth.
Yeah,
thing. They pulled the tablecloth out from under you, and you didn't move because you didn't know anything was happening.
And you're like, whoa!
You're like, I'm gonna buy a house. Oh my god!
No, I'm not. Oh shit! My most middle-aged thing I'm doing. I keep adding more stuff to my I'm like, if I stop and relax, dread sits in. So I gotta just keep going. Like, that's middle age. I'm like, oh fuck, no.
I'm the opposite. I'm just in depression now. I'm just reading and ignoring everything. That is where I'm at. I'm like, fuck everything.
I have this constant fear that I could die tomorrow. So I'm like, I gotta put as much stuff out now, just in case. Like, it's like, I'm like, so yeah. So now I started multiple podcasts, and I don't know if I can keep up with it, but we'll
just
see.
keep going until like the candles meet. Like,
I just like forget. I'm like, like, it's the next day. Oh, it's the next day.
Yeah.
Keep everything within 24 hours. Nothing outside that exists at that moment.
Yeah, like, there's no planning for the future. It's just like, whatever I can get done today, I get done.
Exactly.
Oh, well, this isn't really anything to do with millennials or that, but I should tell you guys, I did some writing today.
Yay!
That could be middle age. Your midlife crisis is getting a book out there to like your legacy.
Good.
Yeah.
I've been waiting to have you as a guest on Books and Booze.
Yeah. I guest on your own show. Yeah. When I never mind if it left.
Oh damn. The most middle-aged thing you've done recently. Forget what you're talking about.
Oh man.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
You just pulled a Biden. You just gotta go, anyway. And then move on. Whatever.
Oh, he's so old.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I'm old. Like, I'm like, that's like the age a politician should be. Like, I have like a lot of experience. I have like work experience. So if I was doing political science for the last like 20 years, then that's when I'm qualified to maybe like,
to be fair, most politicians don't study political science.
Yeah, no.
Nothing.
They don't.
Like, they don't do history, nothing. Like,
no, but they do. A lot of them are lawyers. I don't know why.
Because that makes you a good scam artist.
Yeah.
But they all take law. And I'm like,
there's no social workers. Like, come on. Like,
they're too poor to like run an election.
Oh my god, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's the issue. Lawyers make enough money that they can like start their campaign trail.
Yeah,
they don't even make it. Yeah, their daddies made it for them, right? And then they pay for their campaigns, and their buddies pay for them because they're all friends with each other. From Harvard.
I don't know any poor political people. Like, nobody grew up with like
AOC is the only one I can think of.
Like, there is not a like
that's the only one I can think of. Like, she was a bartender that like grassroots her first campaign.
Love
AOC.
Yeah. Oh no, I thought it was always. No, yeah, you're right. AO.
Yeah. So she's the only one I can think of off the top of my head. Anyone else, I don't really.
What was the other? There was another lady, and she made fun of Marjorie Taylor Green. Fuck, what was her name? She called her the butch.
The
body.
butch, yeah, the big
Bleach
butch.
blonde butch
Yeah.
body. Yeah.
Yeah, it's because Marjorie Taylor Green was like, "You and your fake eyelashes."
Yeah.
So Marjorie Taylor Green had started it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
But
can't
who the
remember her
hell was
name,
that
though.
one? Who was that?
I can't
forget
remember
what
her
that
name. I
politician
remember
is.
that clip though, but yeah.
I know. That was my favorite clip ever.
Just like out of all of them.
Yeah, no. Box dyed, bleached blonde, butch body bitch or something like that. I was like, yes.
Good. Marjorie Taylor Green deserved it.
She did. Even though
But-
I'm box dyed, bleached blonde. I'm not butch body though. I'm just fat.
You're like, tits are like this. I gotta go on the camera. Like this big. So like that's not really butch. I feel like if you
But
have
they're now
too
down
much,
to my stomach. Like,
yeah, but if you
up
like
to my shin.
wear a bra, they'll be back up here.
They
They'll be fine.
are. They're incorruptible.
Or if you just have a bigger stomach, it'll hold them up.
Yeah, you
I
put
do.
the pants on,
Either one, you know?
Holding them up. It's my tongue.
pull up your leggings right up underneath it to help like push them up.
But like, they're right past my belly button. Like they're like right. Like you can't see it, but like they're right here.
There you go. That is the so I'm literally right now wearing mom high jeans, like up to my
Right?
rib cage, you know.
That's like that's like right past your.
That's
leg.
middle age. Fucking when your pants touch your nipples.
You have to suck everything in. You just like. That's what you do.
I'm like, I know in reality it's not even sucking anything in. It's just probably making it look more prominent.
It does, because it pushes it all like together to make like a preggy belly.
But now I like think it's like cute. I'm like, look, oh,
Look at my little poo.
Oh my goodness, you know.
I tried to
like,
get Dave to park in like the expecting mothers because I was wearing pants like that like went to the front. And I was like, we can go inspecting mothers. I look it, all right, and plus we have a car seat in the back. They don't
Who
know.
the fuck's gonna question you?
Right?
Like that. I feel like that's
pregnant.
insane.
Like you can feel the kicking. Come here.
well, I always say, I'm like, if anyone ever made like a public comment about like my weight, that's the first thing I do is lean back slightly and go, wow, you'd call a pregnant woman fat? Like,
Yeah. It's tumor.
like they're not gonna like question that, and if they
It's a
do, that makes them look
stomach
even
tumor.
worse.
Surgery book soon. Like, how dare you? Make them really feel bad.
Tell them you have cancer.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, there's stomach tumors that are like cancer, and they make you look
Yeah, that's
pregnant.
mine. Yeah.
I grew up with a girl in high school that had to like get it removed. That she just thought she was gaining weight, but no, she had a tumor in her stomach, and like they had to remove it.
I know 2 people that have had that, like with both women. Like I don't know any men that are having these giant pregnant tumor growths.
I've seen
Ooh.
many men. They just refuse to remove it, so it looks like it's
A
an
beer
extra.
gut.
No, not just a beer gut, but it looks like a giant like stone attached to their stomach. Like it's.
I feel like a men would remove it faster, so they didn't look.
I think
Feminine
older
body.
men. Yeah, no, it's like older men. Like if you're 40 and old or poor, very lower class poor people. I
Yeah.
feel aren't going to get surgery done. They're just going on with their
They
life.
just
'cause
don't see
wanna take-
doctors.
That's really
Don't care.
funny because like the women I know were both young, so it's like older men are getting it and younger
Yes.
women are getting it. It's
Yeah.
so fucked.
Well, maybe as an
Yeah.
older man, you have more estrogen.
You
I
probably
don't
have less testosterone, so
Yeah.
the estrogen in comparison, probably, yeah.
I
That's why
love-
the old men have the saggy boobies.
Yes, although like I'm not a doctor, so like
No,
that-
this is not medical advice.
yeah, these are not. I know we're just talking
Medical
over
professional
us.
advice.
These are all
See a doctor.
speculation.
Yeah, we usually sometimes we say true things, and I just want to point out this is not a true thing.
This is educated guesses.
That's not even educated.
I think it is. We
Just talking shit.
yeah, we're talking shit about your fucking stomach tumors, guys. Fuck 'em.
Fuck 'em. Yeah, no, it's not fun. Like, it's not a fun like experience. Like,
no.
when you get them removed and everything, and then you have to like go for fucking checkups all the fucking time. And then I didn't have to do checkups all the time because I was getting pregnant all the time. So like it would just combine my ultrasounds with checking like my stomach to make sure like nothing.
I loved that. Like literally, I feel like that's my issue now. Why I'm not getting health care.
You're not pregnant?
Because I've been pregnant 6 years or had an abortion. You get checks for abortion too. They have to do ultrasounds and shit, measure shit all, like I was there for hours. So it's like, I'm like, man, maybe Chris is fixed. So I don't know how it'd work, but like
you could be a surrogate.
Yeah. They check one, look at me, finally do the healthcare check. They're like, no.
Oh, they don't check that in depth. I was like, they just want your uterus. They don't care if there's anything else wrong with you. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's an
Well, they do
incubator.
blood work, so they do kind of check, but they won't scan anything other than.
They don't do a background check. Nothing.
No.
Okay, they just trust you. Listen, if the people I carried a baby for come across this, I promise there was nothing wrong with me. When
You're talking about other people.
Other people, yeah. Other people. I promise I was super healthy, did everything I could. But then still, like, shit happened.
You were prepared to get checked.
Yes, yeah. I was, like, actively trying to be a surrogate. And then it was not it wasn't a bad experience. It just near the end where she's like so I had the like placenta was like separated and stuff and needed a C-section. But like if she like the doctor I had, she was supposed to be like the best. She's the best in McMaster for maternal medicine. And she was so wishy-washy on my care. Which made me like not want to go through that ever again. Like the chances of how dangerous of a pregnancy it was to ever happen again, very rare. But the care I had was so bad from doctors that I was like, no, thank you.
I find McMaster like has the issue where their doctors are so renowned, but like when you're actually getting care from them, it's like not good. Like we with Ernest's EEG readings, we always had like a second opinion at McMaster, and they would always just agree with our neurologist, but say it's an irregular case. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah, like what does it mean?
What does it mean? Like, what do we do?
Better,
it's already
honestly.
It's already such a rare form of epilepsy, and now that is irregular. Can you elaborate? What do we do differently? Nope, nothing. I was like, cool.
We had that with Constantine and cystic fibrosis. It was they were getting the best care. They were saying the top of the people that were there because like all the tests kept coming back like inconclusive and like had this like weird gene thing going on and. Everyone's like, oh, we don't know.
I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Figure it out. Like, what are you looking at me for? You're like, you don't know. I don't know. Bye.
Yeah. Like, yeah, the head, like, it was just like, we're just like, okay. But then, like, I'm pretty sure it's because of they got the weirdness. They're just broken. There's something wrong with them.
That's my issue. I have the weirdness. Doctors see me and I'm like something's not quite right.
Yeah. There's something wrong with you. Yeah.
Mental illness. That's always what they say. That's like, no. Can I have?
See, if you are a surrogate, they don't care. Well, they do care about your mental health, but like you don't have to go in detail. Like you'll be fine
as long as you can appear.
Yeah, as long you're not gonna like harm anything. You're okay. Yeah.
Yeah, because like by the time you get postpartum, that baby's not with you anymore. So
that's right. You don't have to worry about it. You just have different depression. Like, oh my God, I carried this creature and now I never get to hold it. Yeah, it's different kind. It's different kind. No, I didn't have that, thank goodness. Because like the whole time I was like, okay, this is not my baby. Like, it's fine. This is literally a parasite. I'm just going to grow and give away. But like I did like leave McMaster not healed, like super sick. Like it was like my insides were like infected and everything, and it was not good. The nurse never like came to see me because I was not. When you have a baby, the baby is the patient, not the like you just went through something, but that you're not the patient. The baby is. Like it was, and like the parents of the baby got no, like they weren't allowed to like have a room. Like where the fuck are you gonna put the baby then? Like they had to go out of their way to like fight for like a room to stay at the hospital.
Oh my
with
God.
the baby. Like it was like you don't get the surrogate to stay with the baby. Like what do you expect to happen? And like Big Match was like, oh, we do this stuff all the time.
Yeah, I was gonna say surrogacy is not like uncommon. So like the fact that like they seemingly unorganized and unprepared about it is ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, this is like 2018. Like the healthcare system started going downhill. Yeah. Around then, like it had just been like
it was 2019, by the way.
Was it 2019?
2019 is when she got married.
2019.
Oh yeah, because then the next year the world was on fire. I got it. Yeah. But before that, like it was just like before then, the like healthcare system was like
it's been on a slow decline for like decades, I think.
Yeah, it's not like going up; it's going down.
Yeah, but that's what it was like. Quickly, it sped up, exponential growth.
COVID sped everything up. It just made,
and like. Which like fuels the fire for like the COVID conspiracy theory people. They're like, see, the government made it happen. Look how everything's on fire now. It's like, oh my gosh, like your points are correct, but you're wrong. Like,
I know. Like, yes, the government made some shit like decisions, and the world's going down because of it, but not because of COVID. Like,
but it's crazy.
Conspiracies
to the point, but so far,
that's literally every conspiracy theory. Is always like their anger is right, like what they're angry about, but it's just always directed wrong. It's like, okay, you're mad that the government's telling you what to do, but you're voting for the party that's making the laws like taking away bodily autonomy and stuff. Like, let's take that anger and focus it somewhere where you're right. The leopard won't eat your face. Like let's focus. But yeah, it's the funny part about conspiracies.
I know that's why people like it fuels it, right? Because like they're like, oh, like maybe that is what's happening because I see that happening now, so that's probably why. Their reason is like they're so wise. They're so wise, yeah. So wise. I want to start like a conspiracy, and it like catch on. That'll be fun. I don't know.
Well, it has to be big enough that other people will care. So is there like a topic that you want to build your conspiracy around?
No, because I'm always like complaining about groceries and like people's quality of life.
There's enough conspiracies about that.
I know, and they're like nobody's listening. It's like they're like whatever.
I'm trying to think. About groceries, well, like all the regular grocery conspiracies, GMOs and
oh my god, yeah,
the food is plastic, and like parts of these are parts of them are right, but it's not the right parts.
You need GMO food, right? And there's like, oh, there's chemicals. There's fucking chemicals in everything. Like everything's a chemical. Water is a chemical.
I love people that'll be like anti-GMO and then buy shit like bananas. And I'm like, those are like the most like bananas and corn are like some of the most
bananas
GMOs.
Clone. Like, it's
or they'll buy seedless cucumbers. Yeah. I'm like, how do you think those got seedless?
Seedless grapes.
Seedless watermelons?
Yeah. What? Like, how did you think that happened?
Oh my god, we're organic. Seedless watermelons. Yeah.
It's just like it's survival of the fittest, guys. They're just putting the best genes with the best genes. You guys are like, it's the same guys that believe that like really like some people are just anti-GMO because they're uneducated, but the conspiracy theory anti-GMOs are the same like racist people that want like white people to take over. And I'm like, you want to GMO the human race. Like, come on.
The fucking preppers.
Oh my god.
They're all like, no GMO.
And then they buy MREs.
Oh,
It's like, what? You're okay eating powdered cheese, but you're not going to eat an apple? I don't understand.
there is the thought process, and like I'm still trying to look for people like the homeschooling, the homesteading, like the whole like let's be hippies, help each other. I'm still there. I haven't found quite the community. It's always like crazy, like science isn't real, like don't vaccinate ever.
I was gonna say I'm part of like a homeschooling group still, even though I'm not really. I guess I'm homeschooling my youngest still, and literally for the past week, it's been like, so if I homeschool, the government's not going to come after me for vaccines, right? And I'm like, oh my god! And like the homeschool group tries to do the centrist thing where they're like, we're not pro or anti-vaccine, and it's like, you're one of those is bad.
Yeah.
Side. Oh my god.
Like,
Yeah, like
not being so centrist.
yeah, no, like Ontario had its first death in 10 years of a young child dying of measles. So like this is a disease that
In Hamilton, by the way.
Yep.
yeah,
They
it's a
were in
disease
Hamilton.
I
that
argued with a guy at the bar about that, actually.
the bars. Like, vaccinate your kids.
Well, he was like bringing up some shit about how back in his day, like kids didn't die of these illnesses. And they weren't as vaccinated. And I was like, a kid literally just died this week because it was that week of fucking measles. What are you talking about? He's like, yeah, but other than that, yeah. So
It's just gonna end up being more. Yeah, this is just the first kid. Like, and so many people have not been vaccinating their kids. And so it has to like catch on, like that it's obviously going to be delayed, and then there'll be exponential growth of children dying of this disease, which
and the disease mutates.
Yeah, it's just going to make it worse.
The most popular people who are like claiming to be anti-vax are actually vaccinated though. Like,
yeah, it doesn't matter if
Their kids die.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, you're safe.
no, but like they're vaccinating their kids too, I think, but they'll preach to others, don't do it. And I'm like, but
Don't
you're
do
vaccinated, your kids are. Like,
They're like, I regret it.
Oh my god, yes, everyone's like, I regret it. Yes.
Bullshit. You just want to be protected. You don't want to like fault anyone, but like you want other people to suffer, like for whatever reason.
Yeah. No, that's like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a lot of stuff like that though, where they're like, well, like you're fine. Like, oh my gosh, a lot of like, oh, my kids started acting weird after. Like, you had a fever. Like, that's a normal side effect.
Well, it's like the COVID vaccine ended up. Well, speaking of viruses that you don't know what they do to your body until your middle age or later.
Oh my gosh! Yeah.
Fucking chicken pox turns into shingles.
It does, yeah.
So that's why we have a chicken pox vaccines now. So our children don't have to get shingles, which is one of the most painful illnesses you can get.
Your skin is on fire.
Yeah, it's nerve damage.
Yeah.
And during the COVID vaccines, so many people ended up, older people ended up with shingles outbreaks and herpes outbreaks. That wasn't because the COVID gave you fucking shingles and herpes. It's because, like every vaccine, it lowered the immune system slightly for a period that the viruses already in them started to outbreak. It happens if you have herpes and you get a cold, you tend to then get a cold sore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like it's just how that works. But so many people were like, I talking about their wives. I got the herpes from the COVID vaccine. Yeah, that's what it was. It's like, oh my god.
That just means these people have not been getting their boosters. Like, you're supposed to get a booster like every 10 years.
And they don't understand herpes. This is the worst.
Yeah. No, like I want to start a conspiracy where vaccines, you should get vaccinated. Like, I know it's not a conspiracy because you should, but like there needs to be like propaganda.
No, you have to say like penises will shrink. or like honestly, or women will just never want to have sex again. You will see how many people will be like, no, we can't do that. We can't. Like, we need to vaccinate.
The COVID vaccine, like COVID can cause impotence, but still people weren't getting the vaccination. They're like, I'll risk it.
No, they're taking ivermectin.
Yeah, they got pills for that. They got pills for that. It's fine. Like, it wasn't like
just say that it fights against Viagra. Like, it can't work against Viagra.
You say like the government wants you to get vaccines so that you'll continue working. But if you, I'm trying to, the government has to be involved. It's a conspiracy.
The government you know what? The government doesn't want you to be vaccinated because they want you to die off.
The government is actually pushing the anti-vax movement.
Yes,
while advertising vaccines for outside countries to think that they're pro-vaccine while they're pushing it underneath that they are anti-vaccine.
That's why it's always famous people telling you vaccines cause autism. They are paid propaganda from the government.
Most famous people vaccinated.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Well, don't say that part.
No, it's because they know the government truth because they're part of the Illuminati.
Right. So they know not to get vaccinated.
No,
I thought we want them to get vaccinated. They know to get vaccinated.
Don't conspiracy. Don't bring
no, this is going to be my midlife thing. I get mixed up.
It's like, I'll explain it, and then people will be like, do we get it? Do we not get it? Like,
I don't fucking know.
You're just, oh my God, aliens.
Aliens. Oh.
That's what you do. Vaccine technology actually came from the aliens, and those that get vaccinated get to travel with them in space.
See, that's better. If you get vaccinated, you get like a special like isotopes tips to poops. What is
isotopes?
Isotopes.
You were close. Isotope poops.
Yeah. And then the aliens can find you. And then you get to go live in paradise.
Yeah, and the government can't tell us that, obviously, but all the information is in Area 51. And the government can't they try to push it because they want us to explore space, as we know. But they can't cause mass panic and that's why they can't tell us.
Yeah, they can't tell us this because they want humans to spread they're a plague in space. Yeah. So that's why they want all the humans to be vaccinated so the aliens can come help take us and then we can take over.
Well, I was going to say, how about vaccines make it so you don't spread the plague?
No. Yeah. The humans are the plague. So so you're able to go to space and then you reproduce because you're Mormon or something. And then you're having 20 kids and then you take over all the aliens.
Okay, I was going to say that the aliens gave the vaccines because just the smallpox in blankets, they haven't been exposed to human germs.
So they don't want us
that we don't infect them.
Oh, that's even better. What is it, War of the Worlds, where they get a fucking common cold?
Yeah, so we all have to be vaccinated, and that's how they'll choose which humans go with them when the world ends. And actually COVID, that was an alien science experiment. That's why we'd never seen it before. The aliens actually dropped it here because they wanted to see what a new virus would do to us.
Yeah.
So,
alien invasion. That's what it was.
An alien invasion.
Alien invasion.
Yeah. So they provided the vaccine, and then
that's the conspiracy.
And that's why the vaccine was done so fast, even though it wasn't. But,
So everything that was COVID before wasn't really COVID.
Yeah, no, SARS. No, okay. SARS was maybe the aliens were doing an experiment first, and it kind of failed. It failed because it wasn't as contagious as they needed it to be. Yeah. So this was their second run. It took them 20 years to get it.
Any other coronavirus was not.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, we're just talking about the SARS-CoV viruses.
Yeah. So the COVID that happened, which was a coronavirus, is not the same. We just called it that. So people think it.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. There's multiple coronaviruses, but SARS-CoV-2 and SARS-CoV-1 are more similarly genetically linked. So they're from aliens.
All aliens. And then Mars, the one with camels. That was that's another alien species that tried to do their thing, but it kills too quick. So
it kills too quick and doesn't spread as effectively.
Exactly.
So it's like,
they're
like, oh, this experiment.
Those aliens aren't very smart. So don't go with them.
Yeah. So the new aliens, they got our back. They even provided us vaccines. So if you want to explore space, make sure you're vaccinated.
All the vaccines and your boosters.
And your boosters.
Not just COVID booster, but like your measles, mumps, rubella boosters, all those boosters you got, like the vaccines you got as a child, get those boosters too. Yeah. Tetanus shot, get the fucking booster. Get it.
10 years.
You need them. HPV vaccine, fucking get it.
I aged out of that one.
Yeah, so did I.
You can still get it.
They only have, you have to pay for it after a certain age. In Ontario, anyway.
If I get HPV now, I'm getting a divorce. So
no, you can just get it. So like, women can just have HPV living inside them. That's why you get like.
Yeah, but if you like already have HPV, sorry, I'm looking it up because I know there's like an age where like doctors won't really give it to you anymore. Yeah, it's not recommended for anyone older than the age of 26. So
I'm 25.
So doctors like recommend against it unless like if you're a sex worker and stuff. Like I would definitely take that risk. But I'm married to one man, so we'll see. We'll see
what happens.
Who knows? I could already have HPV.
You could, and cervical cancer. It could already be there. We'll wait and see.
Why we get your pap smears.
We're just gotta get them. Oh my god! Speak of midlife crisis, I haven't had it in such a long time. That's why you got pregnant, so you could get your pap smears. Like that's important.
I'm waiting until Chris is 40 so I can schedule his like his
prostate exam.
His prostate exam, yeah. Really excited for that one.
Don't they do that like is that like the same as like your colon getting checked? Like don't they just do that in one go?
Your colonoscopy? I know you can start booking them, but the prostate usually they just bend you over and just check for swelling. It's like a really good.
Why don't you do it for him?
Because he won't let me.
Like you don't have to go to the doctor if you just let me do it.
Yeah, save you the time, and then I'll check and I'll be like, I don't know what a regular prostate.
Right? Like I don't know what that is.
No.
Like
felt one before. For a minute. I gotta double check.
Let me Google.
Just like when you'll do like home like breast exams, there should be something to help make sure. Like, because that's a bad thing. Like, if you have prostate cancer,
large breasts, I have no idea if something's a lump.
Like,
they're freaking giant.
They're
like,
breastfed, so like all your milk ducts are like still fucked up. Like
I have no idea.
You gotta smush it real good.
But it hurts.
That's a point.
Yeah, like it doesn't hurt. I don't want to do it if it hurts.
And like you gotta like jam your fingers in your armpit too. Like that's the problem. Like you have breasts, so you gotta like.
Okay, next time I see you,
I will give you a breast exam. That's what friends are for.
Like
friends helping friends.
Do like cervical check too. You know.
Oh, no, you want me to do a cervical check?
Yeah.
We'll bring out Becky the Specky.
I'll bring my whole doctor kit, like Doc McStuffins.
Guys, bend over. I'll give you a prostate.
Yeah, I'll give you a prostate exam too. Why not? Oh, fucking rubber gloves everywhere.
You're like, oh my god, you don't have a prostate.
What do we do?
This is an emergency.
Quick, we gotta go to Emerge. We're like, I checked, and she doesn't have one. What do we do?
Doesn't have a prostate. Help her!
Do something.
We're losing her, guys. Don's just like,
quick.
Quick, give her the
Like the paddles. Let's go.
I need 1,000 cc's of that.
Clear.
I don't know any terms. Like I don't watch any hospital shows. I've taken like CPR all the time. I know nothing.
She's ready for the prostate transplant.
Put her on the list.
We'll have a meeting with the board, with the transplant committee.
And then, like, if they say no, we'll say it's discrimination.
Yeah, because she's a woman.
This is sexism. Women are just as important as men.
We're talking about healthcare. Very middle aged.
Oh my gosh, yes. Fuck. They're like, oh, I should get surgery, but I'm getting kind of old. But if I wait any longer, I'm even older. And like, it's not good.
But surgery takes so many weeks. I have so much stuff to do today.
Yeah, like, no, I have to put it off. Like, maybe when I retire, I'll never be able to afford to retire because, like, the cost of living is.
Yeah, that's the dreams of being a millennial.
Yeah, the dreams is, do I go for surgery or do I just die? Like, maybe we'll see.
Well, if I die tomorrow, at least I got to record this podcast.
I got today's to-do list done.
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
That's it. You know, surgery is, again, one of those things you have to plan for, so it never makes it.
Oh, and a lot of surgeries right now are like not getting planned unless you're about to die. Like you're like, oh, you got like a week.
Oh, and even then you just die. Like they don't care. They're like,
yeah.
That's the other thing. It's
Midlife.
like, I don't want to know I need surgery and then die on a wait list. You know, I'd rather just not know. I'd rather just die.
Like, yeah. Do you want to know and then just die? Or do you just want to like die not knowing?
Yeah, it's that question. If you could find out which day you died, would you want to know? It's like, I don't think so, actually.
Yeah, no.
You know?
I feel like that might hurt my heart a little. Like every fucking day. Like, oh, I got like 2 weeks. I got 13 days.
It's like, do I rest or do I try to get everything done? Like, which is the better option knowing I'm dying soon?
Yeah. Do I try to like operate on myself? Fucking go to a vet? Like, what do I do?
Oh, we need a friend that can do surgery.
A fucking mob doctor?
Oh my God. I would love to know a mob doctor. I'd probably trust them more, actually.
Usually like a plastic surgeon.
Yeah, plastic surgeons are actually so talented. It's just a lot of the ways for them to like make money, plastic surgery, is to do all the elective surgeries.
Yeah.
But like lots of plastic surgeons have to deal with like actual like emergency shit all the time. Reconstruction and that kind of shit.
Yeah,
They're so talented. And they have to do blood vessels to like a T.
yeah, they have to know where the nerve endings are and like,
Yeah. So yeah, I would definitely plastic surgeon. I'd trust them with like anything.
I would need to know like references though, because there's some plastic surgeons, but then you come out and your face is like fucking meatball face. Like it's just not good.
I'd be like let me see your work.
Yeah, where's your portfolio?
Yeah.
Like I want to see
I
some
get
before
nervous
and
when I
after.
see like the after, like, and they're all bandaged up and they're all sore and they like take forever to heal. I'm like, oh no, I don't want
just cut open.
No, but then there's other girls that just walk out like nothing happened. And I'm all like, I need your surgeon. Like, who is that?
I doubt they just like depending on the surgery. Like if you're getting a full tummy tuck, if you're getting your boobs up, like they have to put tubes in there for a few weeks to drain fluid. So it's like you're having to like drain tubes. And I've Teen Mom, a lot of the girls on there got plastic surgery and a few of them filmed it. There's this doctor called Dr. Miami that gives discounts if you let him film the procedure and put it on like Snapchat and shit. So a few of the teen moms did that back before they were making bank. And it's like, you see them like afterwards and like even like some of them that like went to other doctors. It's like, they're so puffy for like you are not healed for 6 months to a year.
Yeah.
Your nose, a simple nose job takes a year to fully heal.
Yeah.
But, like, it's insane. I'm like, I don't want to look gross for a year to maybe look okay next year. I'd rather just look
I've seen
mediocre
someone
now.
on my Facebook got jaw surgery, right? I guess they needed jaw surgery, take out part of their bone of their jaw, whatever. They have black eyes. Like, it bruised their eyes because of the jaw surgery. And, like, obviously all their jaw was bruised and, like, black eyes. And, like, they didn't look human for, like, 3 months. Like, it's bad.
Oh, believe me, Chris kept telling me, he's like, yeah, go book your surgery. And I'm like, oh, if only I had the guts. Believe me, I would have booked it 5 years ago, but I'm chicken shit.
It's like, after like 35, your risk of like getting plastic surgery like increases, like with like getting put under. And
no wonder 16-year-olds get
right. Like, get your fake boobs at 16. Okay, like that's
under 25. You can get your fake tits. That's it.
Right, when everything's still fucking perky. Like, let's just
I know you don't need it, but yeah.
I just at the point where I'm like, this is just like how my body is. And it's cool. It'll just like start getting lower. And I'm already pretty low to the ground already. So it's not like it'll take long. It'll be fine.
I do want to try lip injections once. I feel like that's probably the one thing. I'm scared of Botox.
No, I'm already toxic as fuck.
I'm scared of filler. So, but like, I think lip filler would be okay. Like, one time.
No, because then like once it goes away, like it looks gross.
Well, it's because you're used to the puffy. So, but then once like you're like, if you compare it to photos before you got it done.
Okay. Are you comparing it to people that get it done all the time though? Like, if you get it done all the time and then let it go, yeah, it will be like. And if you get it really big, like I only want like half. Oh, like little injections. I don't want like.
I still okay
look bigger.
So far. I think like because I have like an overbite, it does help push up my top lip a little, so it's good. But and then like makeup helps and like angles. I don't ever go out, so if like I have like I have my like one profile picture where I just did like my makeup and my lips look like fuller and my nose looks smaller. It's because like it's angle and lighting. And its makeup goes over, like I put on too much makeup in spots to like do things. That's not way my face looks like. Like I like look like a potato head in person. Like, but my Facebook profile picture is like does not look like that at all. Like it looks.
I love our YouTube watchers because like I feel like some days we look great, and then other episodes we're like trolls. The audio's the same.
Sometimes, like DJs, hair's a mess. We don't care.
That's just like is who we are. Like if I'm gonna sit here, this is what you're getting. I'm sorry. Like it's
I
don't have time to put on makeup. All right,
like there's a reason you only see like my like neck up.
Well, I was gonna say like that's probably something super middle aged that we do. We don't like try to look good.
Yeah, we're
all the time.
Yeah, we've accepted our aging. Like we've accepted like what's happening with our bodies. Sure, it sucks, but like that's just the way it is, man.
It means I'm still alive.
Yeah, don't know why, but it's still there.
Yeah, still that's the millennial humor.
Yeah,
we'll die someday, and so will you.
Yeah, just gotta make jokes about it because that's all we got. Most millennial thing, most recent is our podcast. Like that's
that is pretty middle aged of us.
Yeah, middle aged podcast, like joking about life because you gotta laugh to keep from crying.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what's my middle age thing lately? I went back to pay-as-you-go phones. The plan is so much better. So, like, for $30, I have unlimited calling and text Canada and US. That's pretty good. Amazing. Whereas, like, when I was with Rogers and I was with Stupid Plan, it was, like, $95, and I still would have to pay $10 a day if I'm in the States to call.
That's crazy. Yeah, Canada gets fucking fucked when it comes to internet and phone prices.
I went to like prepaid plans and it's so much better. And I have like way more gigs now too. I have like 50 gigs. And before I only had 5.
This is a very middle-aged conversation. Like, how many gigs does your phone plan get?
Any kind of conversation about bills.
Yeah.
Midlife crisis type thing, midlife thing to do. I'm like designing a house. Like I'm like, oh, like this is the paint things. This is like storage solutions. Like this is stairs. I don't know.
Stairs.
Yeah, like very like into like IKEA and like Home Depoting.
So going off that, I just bought a couch. That's pretty middle-aged.
Brand new couch because you're like finally old enough. Yeah.
Not from IKEA.
Furniture. So there you go.
Yeah, you bought furniture. Very millennial.
Or
middle-aged. Millennial middle-aged.
Yeah, patio furniture.
Yeah, look at, and then gardening, because I'm gonna put lavender in my backyard.
You see, gardening, very millennial midlife thing to do. You're like, oh, like I need to grow my own food now.
Scary.
I need to like put flowers in my own tea garden, which Domri was telling us like all the flowers she's gonna put in for her tea garden.
Yeah, it's gonna look nice.
Because she's an old lady.
Old lady.
That's good. Yeah, you know what? Even non-old ladies deserve a nice space outside to hang out.
Bog witch plans. That is very midlife. That's
it's a bog witch summer. Okay.
Yeah.
We're humid. We're wet. We're witchy.
Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah. It's a little bitchy, witchy bitchy.
Witchy bitchy. So we're getting to that time. So I guess once again I want to thank our
VIP Patreon.
VIP Patreon. I was trying to think of a way to call her a middle-aged millennial without like insulting, and that didn't work out.
Thank you old bitch. To our podcast.
You old witchy bitch. Stephanie Hurst for following our VIP Patreon. If you would like to support us and check out lots of bonus content, check out our Patreon. There's everything. There's things at every tier. Videos start at $5 and up, where you can get access to our pre-drink series, and we're like at 100 episodes of that. So hours upon hours upon hours of content if you sign up now. So thank you all so much. And I don't think we are announcing anything. So that's it.
I was like,
fuck yeah.
I don't know.
We gotta go to bed. We're old.
Oh my god, yeah. Some of us are too old. Gotta work in the morning.
So we'll see you all next time.
Bye.